as we work with organizations, we're always hopeful that we're there prior to the fire, right? Best practice is that pre-planning. You don't want to take all of the data within your current system and just move everything without doing a true analysis. Having HIM, having a CMIO. We've even heard of late through a survey we did with Chime members that a chief data officer is now really becoming a prominent figure to oversee that. So that whole idea of governance is one of the things that as we go into organizations, and granted, we have a very skewed seat right now because we're normally being called when there's an issue, right? So we're seeing data quality as poor. Now, we did through that Chime survey work with those subset of Chime members, and it was actually stunning to hear that more than half of them felt their data quality was either subpar or poor, and a lot of that was because they didn't have the proper governance. I want to just take a quick little tangent in that second question, right? I understand and we understand the relevance and getting to the point of when you're analyzing that data, right? The question of why is this such a difficult problem to solve? I think we're all in agreement that data quality is an issue in today's landscape, but why is it difficult to solve? And I think one of the main factors that we've seen is that organizations in the past treated their systems and their hardware as their assets within the organization. And that change to treating your data as an asset hasn't quite gotten there. For the more progressive organizations, absolutely, right? They have governance in place, but most organizations aren't there yet. And I think until they get there, it's going to remain a difficult problem to solve. And I think compounding that is from an industry standpoint, there's no measure on what clean data looks like, right? There's not been a concerted effort to say, what are you measuring and how are you measuring the cleanliness of your data? So oftentimes an organization doesn't know their data quality because there aren't those measures. And there's not that forward thinking of how do we put governance in place? How do we even create a scorecard with the right metrics to measure how are we doing as an organization, and then zero in on how do we put the right measures in place to then clean up that data.